Are those good jobs?
They're terrific jobs. What we're seeing, our business has grown 80% in the last 2 years.
We're talking real job solutions with my next guest.
Today's American workers want flexibility, they want choice, they want the ability to work when they can and how often they can, and they may want to take their specialized skills and apply them to multiple companies rather than actually just simply doing work for one company.
It was an error when I first heard about you.
The U.S. company is looking to hire 6,000 workers right here in America. And the CEO is joining us today, Angela Selden of Arise Virtual Solutions.
At the end of the year, we have 11,000 work opportunities for people in the U.S. and Canada. It's a work-from-home opportunity. It's flexible, so people can work around either a full-time job or around a part-time job. Speak with someone in the U.S.
So what exactly does your company do?
We actually do customer service and sales calls for many of the premium brands in the United States. We sell cruises. We help people with roadside assistance in the event that they are stranded on the side of the road. We do customer service for many of the large retailers.
So the open positions are folks that can work from home, and they would be they would answer the calls for these different companies that you work with.
That's right. 95% of what we do is inbound, so there's not telemarketing or outbound selling.
Company's looking to put 11,000 Americans to work in a growing industry serving millions of Americans. And her ideas on job creation have even been complimented by the president. Give a listen.
She's creating thousands of call and sales jobs, bringing jobs back to the United States that have gone overseas in the last several years. And she had some very specific ideas about how we could foster more of this reverse job migration.
At-home call center. These are people working at home.
Absolutely. And so if they have a young child or sick parents or what have you, they need flexibility.
These are call centers. Basically, you're taking calls. Your customer service person, about $14 an hour.
It could range anywhere from $12 to $30 an hour, depending upon the type of work.
So when I'm not calling Carnival Cruise Lines, I could be talking to somebody who's working for you.
You absolutely would be talking with someone who's working for us.
That's an area that a lot of our viewers right now are doing. It's the people who answer inbound phone calls from their homes. We have this great woman, Denise, who is working for one of the companies, Arise. She's answering calls for Walgreens. And there are 3 companies, Arise, Alpine Access, and Working Solutions, that are going to hire 7,000 new agents before the end of this year, but they will get 90,000 applications to fill those positions. So on the GMA website, we give you lots of tips to be able to navigate that process to make between $8 and $15 an hour. And Denise, who's doing this, is making about $14 an hour, working around 30, a little 30-plus hours a week, and her grand total is $33,500. Again, from her home she's doing this.
From her home. And can you pretty much set your own hours when you do it?
Yes, you can.
And do you need a whole lot of background in training and computer skill?
You don't need a ton of computer skill. Customer service skills, you definitely know how to navigate your computer. You can't be, a total novice in that area. But it's pretty much your customer service skills, your ability to work online and phone, and they do lots of really good training for you. So it's a great opportunity.
Of the whole push toward contract work, toward doing work where you're not necessarily attached to a big company, but you're doing work from home. You might not have the big company benefits package either, but you are getting some work.
That's right. What we're seeing is a real change in the way American workers think about the social contract with their employers.
Right.
They want flexibility. They want the ability to choose when they work and how often they work, and they want to have the flexibility to choose which clients they service or what they do.
Our specialist today is the co-chairman of Arise Virtual Solutions, Angela Selden, and the mega panel is stuck around to ask her some questions. Thanks, Angela, for coming by today. So, I mean, you've got a presidential endorsement for your jobs ideas.
And what we find is that families want to stay in local communities. People want to have the flexibility to be able to work from their home or be able to work when they have the opportunity to, working around their family schedule.
And this is an at-home call center. These are people working at home.
Absolutely. And so if they have a young child or sick parents or what have you, they need flexibility. So what this opportunity offers them is the ability to construct their own work schedule and work how often and when they choose, and choose the different companies they provide service for. And so we have folks that will work 80 or 90 hours a week and can earn in the high $80,000 a year. So it's very lucrative for folks. And what we see is that businesses have to make profit and they have to make money. And so they're looking for the best, most economical way to actually build products and offer services. What we're saying is that by virtualizing the work, by being able to bring the work into the homes of the American people, what we see is a nearly 30% cost reduction, simply because, not because the wage rate has been reduced, but because we're able to variabilize the work, meaning that we can staff folks in 30-minute increments rather than having someone drive to a call center and work an 8-hour shift. And when many of those half-hour intervals, you may not be very busy, but you need to you're obligated to give someone full-time work opportunity. And so we find that rather than trying to expect a company to make an unprofitable decision, we actually find that this is a tremendously advantageous decision for a company to make, because it has economic benefit in the range of about a 30% cost reduction for American companies. Well, what we're seeing happening with many of our clients is that customers are moving their commerce to online. And as a result, they need help with those transactions, and they need to call folks. These customers want to speak with someone who understands what it is they're buying or what the questions that they have.